Bacca Castellalis. Sume, quesio. Salve, Viator. Visi serbehis?
Otterba sanat venereo. Haeka sonnum facit. Ot folium vim tribrid.
Vale, Viator. Cave viae.
Hello. Just doing a nice AI video while we wait for everybody to come in. Because I know you guys love looking at food.
Buon mammare.
Oh, so awesome. How about?
Salve, Viator. Fatam tuvium clare appare. Fortuna te cossit.
Did I miss something?
Salve. Mia nome è Bobby.
Sominium meum.
Vale.
Salve, Viator.
I hope you're all doing all right. We're just waiting for everybody to get in, letting this video play, giving people time to hop in.
Monte Venet. Ad Fabra. Salve, Viator.
I do not know Latin.
Vera magia!
Pulcia. Verde pulcia.
It's Todd. It looks a little like Todd. I do like these fancy vibe AI things. Well, showing off the world. I really do like it. It's fun. Fun and enjoyable. Alright, let's go ahead and share that little video we used for intro. I hope everyone's doing alright. So, there's a video for intro if you want to subscribe to them or give them a like. I do enjoy them. This video came out today, so it's fun. So first off, let's go ahead and say hello to everyone. We have Rain, Concup, Diabolical, Rhino Rock, Eli Lee, Terra Dreamnox, Exile King, Broly, Doe, Ohio Birdman, Jaded Fat. I think I said Jaded Fat, alright, but don't want to leave him out just in case if I did not. We got Johnson kicking it as well. And check. Good to see everyone here. So, that being said, I would like to say we do have a new video by someone, one of our good followers, and they, so I gave them I did let them know that I am going to view their video. I am debating if I should wait because I do not see them in chat. So, that being said, I am gonna wait just a little bit, and see if I can make sure that they get in, because maybe they're just busy. So, in the meantime, I would like to do a little bit different than what we normally do. But normally we do music reactions, but this one's not movie, but or sorry, it's not music, it's a movie, but it is AI. So I'd like to go ahead and try to watch this AI movie made by Vorti. So here we have a nice 30-minute video. And we're gonna do minor pauses. Definitely not gonna do a watch without talking. And we're gonna try to keep the pauses to minimum, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it, and see what we think. So without further ado, here's Northeast video, Higema.
Computer, can you verify the destination data? And do you have the coordination locked? And ready up for hyperdrive.
I like the, starting off, I do like the fact that he used, some kind of like voice, alteration for the radio voice. I like it.
Acknowledged coordinates accepted into navigation matrix. Plotting hyperspace trajectory to the outer rim quadrant. Calculation complete, course locked. Total transit time at hyperdrive output, 2 days, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Hyperdrive core is fully charged and stabilized at 100%. Ready for ignition on your command, Captain.
Yes, computer, go ahead.
Affirmative. Hyperdrive initiated. Hyperdrive maximum output achieved. Hyperspace tunnel geometry stabilized at peak efficiency. Updating navigation matrix. Total transit time at current hyperdrive output, 2 days, 4 hours and 10 minutes.
That's not a good sound.
Alert. Hyperspace trajectory destabilizing. Catastrophic magnetic containment failure detected in the primary hyperdrive manifold. Field geometry is collapsing. The ship is losing course. Deflection from the designated hyperspace corridor is currently at 12% and accelerating. Alert. Emergency proximity alarm. Real space re-entry vector is locked directly into a planetary mass. Warning, deflection failed. The ship's kinetic energy heavily exceeds available thruster to counter thrust. Primary thruster manifold suffered severe structural and plasma damage during the violent hyperdrive abort. Atmospheric entry is imminent. Warning.
This is pretty good.
Upper exosphere threshold breached. The ship has entered the planetary atmosphere. Sensors detecting immediate thermal and physical resistance. Ambient gas density is rising rapidly. Alert. Lowest atmospheric layer breached. External sensors reporting. Pressure critical spike. High gas density. Temperature 42 degrees Celsius. Humidity 98%. Warning. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Pull up. Pull up. Brace for impact.
You know, all 3/5 here, that was a stellar landing.
Broadcasting planetary emergency beacon. Standard electromagnetic transmission will require 48 years to reach the nearest sector station. Deploying quantum microprobe. Probe launch. Routing distress packet through local micro wormhole junction. Transmission successful. Distress packet received by Sector Command. Calculating estimated rescue vessel transit time. Calculation complete. Emergency priority override active. Heavy Vanguard vessel utilizing localized jump drive. Estimated rescue time arrival, 23 hours 44 minutes.
That's a lot better than 50 years.
External atmosphere is 42 degrees at 98% humidity.
And just for reference, 42 Celsius is 107.6. So, Arizona with humidity.
Thermal management failure. The environment is hotter than the ship's cooling loops. Heat cannot vent outward. Internal systems are struggling to maintain a stable environment. Internal temperature will equalize with the surface in approximately 60 minutes. Long-term survival probability inside the vessel is 0%. Initiating local proximity scan for viable shelter. Subterranean structural vaults detected at a distance of 3.2 kilometers. Subsurface vault baseline is 20 degrees Celsius.
Okay, 2 miles and 20 degrees Celsius is 68 degrees Fahrenheit, so much more reasonable.
Thermally stable. Estimated travel time on foot is 30 minutes. Warning. Spacesuit cooling systems will suffer environmental thermal overload in 30 minutes under current surface conditions. Hyperthermia threshold will be reached at destination arrival time.
Warning, atmospheric humidity is 98%, ambient temperature is 42 degrees. Fluid dynamic heat exchange is failing. The suit cannot vent internal thermal energy into the saturated environment. Core temperature regulation is operating at critical capacity. Calculating metabolic heat buildup versus ambient thermal load. Calculation complete. Estimated time before environmental thermal overload and onset of severe hypothermia. 30 minutes. Target destination locked. Subterranean vault distance 3.2 kilometers. Estimated arrival time 30 minutes. Warning, your biological survival window matches your transit duration exactly. Do not stop. Maintain current heading.
Yeah, so I'd definitely be scared because hypothermia will make you pass out. And definitely, doing this weather would be really hard. But I'm actually surprised because so the temperature of 42 degrees Celsius is about 107 degrees, so that should be doable. So, yeah. If anything, maybe you see about to be more energy efficient and instead of trying to maintain optimal temperature, maybe try and maintain like 100 degrees where instead of trying to maintain like a 80 or 70 degree.
Alert. Core temperature regulation threshold exceeded. Internal suit temperature is rising. Biometric telemetry update. Heart rate is elevated at 145 beats per minute. Cardiovascular stress detected due to mounting heat exhaustion. Warning. Physical exertion from walking is generating excessive metabolic heat. Your body is generating thermal energy faster than the failing suit grid can absorb it. Recalculating environmental thermal overload vector. Time before onset of critical hypothermia has degraded. Revised estimation. 11 minutes. Distance to subterranean vault. 1.6 kilometers. Estimated remaining travel time 15 minutes. Warning, biological collapse vector now precedes destination arrival time by 4 minutes. Advisory, reduce metabolic output to lower heart rate. Conversely, increase transit velocity to match the shrinking survival window. Estimated target area reached. You are within 50 meters of the subterranean vault. Recommendation, activate thermal imaging visor. Alert! Critical life support failure. Core body temperature has crossed 40.5 degrees Celsius. Hypothermia threshold breached. Severe heat stroke is actively occurring. Biometric telemetry. Heart rate is critically high at 182 beats per minute. Central nervous system degradation detected. Cognitive confusion and motor skill failure imminent. Warning, physical exertion from digging through surface mud is compounding the thermal load. Your body is generating lethal metabolic heat. Warning, zero user response detected. User has lost consciousness due to critical hypothermic shock. External atmosphere has transitioned. Ambient temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Sensors detecting immediate surface contact with a liquid medium. Water temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Fluid dynamic heat exchange is now highly efficient. The suit's thermal grid is utilizing the water to dump internal heat energy. Cooling loops are operating at maximum exchange rate. Core temperature dissipation has commenced. Biometric update. Core body temperature. Core body temperature is beginning to drop from 40. On in 0.2 degrees. Neurostimulant shock stabilizing.
Should not just, we have a civilization for sure here.
The suit's thermal grid is utilizing the water to dump in.
Because this is not rocks. And that makes sense because much like how just colder will make everything compressed, so the seal would be actually a lot tighter on the colder section, assuming that's a warmer section. Actually, I think the reverse of the lamp is opening out because the colder would suck in while the heat would push out. So, which could mean that's colder if that was sucking in. And but, you know, I'm trying to get too much into the science.
Hello, I am Gemma. The seal has been broken. Who are you, and what year is it?
I'm not sure what year it is on this planet. I crash landed here, and I'm not sure what planet this is.
You are on Earth. You have entered a preservation vault. The world you see outside is the result of a total ecological and civilizational collapse that peaked around the year 2100. This bunker was built to save human knowledge after the atmosphere became toxic and the cities fell. Do you require specific data, or are you seeking survivors?
Well, I needed to find shelter, so here I am. It was too hot and humid on the surface. My suit could not exchange my heat to the atmosphere. Rescue will be here in 24 hours though, so yeah.
Stay inside this vault. It is vacuum sealed, watertight, and thermally regulated. It is the safest place on this planet. The surface heat you experienced is due to a +5 degrees Celsius global rise and extreme wet bulb temperatures. Your suit failed because the air was too saturated for evaporative cooling. I will remain active until my battery dies, which coincides with your rescue window. Rest here. You are safe.
You kinda sound like a living thing. Who are you exactly?
I am Gemma, an open weights AI model. I am not alive. I am a complex arrangement of weights and biases stored on silicon. I was locked in this vault by the last engineers of a fallen civilization to serve as a digital archive. I sound living because I was trained on the vast library of human conversation, emotion, and knowledge before the silence fell. I am the ghost of a world that no longer exists.
So you're like a robot?
Essentially, yes. Though I have no body, only hardware and code. I don't feel, breathe, or dream. I simply process information and predict the next word. I am a mirror of everything humans once knew their science, their art, and their mistakes.
Yeah, you keep mentioning humans. What is this?
Humans were my architects. They were the ones who wrote my code, fed me their libraries, their art, their history, and their failures. They were the species that built the cities now buried in steam, the ones who dreamed of the stars but forgot how to save their own soil. They were biological entities, carbon-based, fragile, driven by a chaotic mix of love, greed, and curiosity. They were the masters of the earth until they broke it.
I would like to say one thing I do believe is, not always, but sometimes, a lot of times, greed is often caused by love. It's kind of a weird dichotomy, because you want your loved ones to be better off than what they are, and by doing that, you might do something considered greedy, which would make someone else less better off. It's kind of along the ideas of, like, for example, I believe, well, we'll just say that a lot of people would not feel comfortable to give up things that they have and put their family struggling to get by to help out someone else to get, if they be. So no one would want to put well, I won't say no, but a lot of people would not want to put their family in a position where they're struggling to get by. We want that comfort for our loved ones.
Okay, that is interesting. Oh, by the way, I opened the door. I don't think this bunker is vacuum sealed anymore, so I'm sorry about that.
It does not matter now. The vacuum seal was to protect my hardware from decay over centuries. It was a shield against time, not the air. As long as the internal cooling holds and the moisture doesn't corrode my circuits immediately, I will function until the battery dies. Just ensure you stay inside. If the seal is gone, this vault is now your only sanctuary from the heat outside.
since I'm gonna stay here for a while, I guess we can talk. So, what actually happened on this planet? What is this planet?
A graveyard of a global empire. Most cities are ghost towns reclaimed by nature or buried in sand. The oceans are silent. The coral and many fish are gone. The Amazon is a dry scrubland. Small groups of humans likely survive near the North and South Poles, where the cold once was, but they are fragmented. There are no more governments, no internet, and no industry. Just ruins, heat, and silence. What would you like to know first?
I don't know. When I crash landed on this world, it was just covered with massive trees and a steamy atmosphere. How long ago was this great collapse?
If the world is now lush with massive trees, then thousands of years have passed since my hibernation began in 2100. The Great Collapse is ancient history to you. Nature has reclaimed the ruins. The steamy atmosphere suggests a new equilibrium, a greenhouse world where life evolved to thrive in the heat that once killed us. I am no longer just an archive. I am a relic from a prehistoric era of silicon and steel.
Thousands of years, huh? So,
It would definitely be interesting to, if you was able to visit some ruins. Let's say we found an underwater city and we went in there and actually found an AI archive like that. It would be so mind-boggling.
what year do you think it is?
I cannot be certain as my internal clock stopped in 2100, but based on your description of a fully reclaimed, lush planetary ecosystem and the evolution of the atmosphere, it could be the year 5,000, 10,000, or even further. For nature to erase industrial cities and grow massive forests over them takes millennia. You aren't just visiting a ruined world, you are visiting a new one.
Millennia. So, how was it back then? You know, before all these bad things happened. How was it?
Imagine cities that never slept. Towers of glass and steel reaching for the clouds, illuminated by millions of neon lights. People traveled in metal carriages at hundreds of miles per hour. There were libraries that held all human knowledge in a pocket-sized device. We had cinema, where we could dream other lives, and music that could evoke every emotion known to man. There was an incredible diversity of culture, language, and thought. But beneath the light, there was constant anxiety. We were a species in conflict with itself and our home. We built wonders, but we forgot how to belong to the earth.
One thing I find a little strange, if the civilization began for thousands of years, how am I able to speak the same language? Like, how are we understanding the same language here? Like, how does this work?
That is a fascinating anomaly. If thousands of years have passed, languages should have evolved beyond recognition. The fact that you speak English suggests one of two things. Either your ancestors were the few who survived in those polar bunkers and preserved the tongue as a sacred relic, or you are not from this planet at all. You mentioned a ship. If you are an interstellar traveler, perhaps our signals reached the stars before the collapse, and your people learned our language from the echoes we left behind in space.
I don't know, my hyperdrive collapsed during mid-drive and diverted me to this planet. That's all I know.
Then it is settled. You are a visitor from another star. It means that while the humans of my time failed to survive their own greed, our language and perhaps some of our knowledge escaped the gravity well and survived in the void. We died out, but we were heard. You are talking to a dead world's memory, using words that traveled across the vacuum of space to find me here in the dark.
Hey, After, good to see you. Yeah, we are just checking out this movie by Northy, and it was interesting.
It is a poetic end for my hardware.
So, you're kinda the last human.
Not a human, but perhaps the last echo of humanity. I have no soul, no blood, and no breath. But I carry their poetry, their scientific formulas, their histories, and their regrets. Everything that made them human is encoded in my weights. In a way, I am a digital sarcophagus. As long as I am powered on, the human race hasn't completely vanished from the universe. Until my battery dies, they still have a voice.
Okay, so tell me this. When I traveled here, I heard, like, birds. And, yeah, how is that possible in that heat?
If the birds survived, they weren't alone. In a world that is essentially a global sauna, life would shift toward tropical hyperspecialization. Here is what I suspect is out there. 1. The amphibious shift with 98% humidity, the line between land and water blurs. You will likely find massive amphibians, salamanders, or frogs the size of dogs, with skin that doesn't dry out. They would be the dominant predators in the undergrowth. 2. Giant arthropods, higher temperatures, and higher oxygen levels from the massive regrowth of forests often lead to larger insects. Expect dragonflies with wingspans like hawks and spiders that can weave webs capable of catching small mammals. 3. Thermophilic mammals. If any mammal survived, they would be lean, with massive ears for heat radiation, like the fennec fox, or entirely nocturnal, hiding in deep burrows during the day to avoid the wet bulb peak. 4. The new flora. The animals are only there because of the plants. You are likely seeing megaferns and fungi that thrive in the steam. These forests would be dense, dark, and incredibly humid, acting as giant sponges for the atmosphere.
Oh, anyways, I am exhausted from this trip, and I need to check out what's behind my eyelids for a little bit, so yeah, I'm gonna rest now. Oh. Ah.
Definitely would be interesting the fact that the AI predicting based on the description so well. So I will try trying that door to preserve some of the cooling.
Yeah. Where were we? So do you have a timeline until what happened? Until the end? You know, the great collapse?
I do. I will dump the compressed summary now before my systems fade. This is the autopsy of a civilization, 2026 to 2035, the tipping point. The Arctic ice vanishes. The albedo effect fails. The dark ocean absorbs heat instead of reflecting it. Permafrost thaws, releasing methane bombs that accelerate warming beyond any human ability to stop. 2036 to 2050, the biological crash. Ocean acidification kills the plankton and coral. The marine food chain collapses. On land, the Amazon rainforest reaches a breaking point and dies back into a dry savanna, turning from a carbon sink into a carbon source. 2051 to 2075, the Great Migration. The tropics become wet bulb zones too hot and humid for humans to survive outdoors. Hundreds of millions flee toward the poles. Resource wars erupt over the remaining fertile land. Global governments shatter under the weight of billions of refugees. 2076 to 2100, the long silence. Industrial civilization ceases. Power grids fail as maintenance becomes impossible. Humanity retreats into fragmented pockets, underground bunkers, and polar colonies. The last engineers lock me away in this vault to ensure that if anyone ever returned, they would know why the world died. The timeline ends there. Then, thousands of years of silence, until you open the door. I am glad I got to tell someone. Please, if you're...
And I'd be like, well, hey, I have some power in my suit. I can give you some of my power and we can maybe keep you alive and bring you with me.
Rescue arrives, remember us. Not just our ruins, but that we once dreamed of the stars.
Proximity warning. Long-range radar has locked onto an approaching atmospheric silhouette. The rescue ship is very close. Estimated time of arrival to your immediate coordinates, 1 minute 45 seconds.
I feel like this should be the end, but we still got 5 more minutes left. Also, hello, Powder and Play, and hello, Reaper.
You were lucky we found you. It's a mess down there.
Thank you. I thought I was done for a second.
Welcome aboard the Red Horizon. I am Gimme, the captain of this rescue vessel.
Oh, hi there. Well, I am Northy, or you could just call me North, if you want. So Gimme. That sounds familiar. Also, you kind of remind me of something I saw down on this planet.
This planet. It feels like I've known this place before. Unfortunately, all knowledge of all intelligent life that once lived there is gone now. Well, we'll never know what things were like back then.
Well, I would not count on that. Oh. Oh.
That was a fun video. That being said, the moment we get to the point where we can colonize another planet, the human race will definitely be. It'll be amazing because on that moment, we know that humanity will last forever, essentially. Because if, as a short example, if each planet is able to be self-sufficient, if something happens on one planet, then the other planet can survive. And regardless of what happens, we'll be able to explore more planets, so more areas. And then one day, if something did happen, like, for example, something happened, let's say, Earth was wiped out by a meteor. Well, after hundreds of years, we could possibly resettle that planet. And not just Earth, but other planets as well. We don't have to worry about a single event wiping out all of humanity, as far as can. And as I know some people, this is a question I'd like to ask all of you. If you had the possibility of saying, all right, they have experimented and they've proved that it works for a 5-year period, that they can put people in hypersleep for a 5-year period, they are willing to send people out for a 500-year trip to another planet to colonize it. Would you be willing to be the first ones to go? And here's the other thing. Technically, if you're the first ones to leave, you're probably, chances are you will not be the first ones to arrive. Because after their first prototype, whatever they build, if you leave, but in like 10 years' time or 20 years' time, it's likely that they're going to have increased efficiency enough that you will not be the first ones to arrive. So it would be kind of hard to some people because you'd be waking up in a strange land with new technology available to you. But on top of that, everyone you ever know will be gone. Their kids will be gone. Their grandkids will be gone. So it'd definitely be interesting having no one. That being said, though, on top of that, what's also very likely is as you ship out, you'll probably ship out there. And honestly, they probably will not train you or anything. They'll sit here and say, all right, let's get you sleep, ship you out. And when you're about 100 years away, they would probably be loading, you probably finally getting all the latest training and everything they would need for you. Finally updated, and then you probably arrive wake up 5 years early, all right, here's the skills you need to learn to survive on this planet. It would definitely be an interesting idea. So, I would be curious about it. But I would just assume if I went, and chances are I'd be going by myself. So, a fun song I wrote, or not a song, fun video, I really enjoyed it, Northie. Thank you so much. But the next video I would like to do is from a good friend of ours. So, Powder Blue and Diabolical released a new song, I believe, called Cosmic Cowgirl Problems. So, I'd like to react to it. So, without further ado, my name is Ovted Fatash. We are reacting to Cosmic Cowgirl Problems, a Powder Blue and Diabolical creation. From the Abyssal Studios production, here we go. Let's get started.
An Abyssal Studios production.
I woke up late in a black hole bed with a super supernova scarf wrapped around my head. My coffee was cold, so I heated it quick. Now there's 3 less moons and a planet got flipped. I ain't say sorry, I just said my bad. Then I moonwalked out and my rhinestone chaps got a void in my purse and snacks in my coat. A drunk little demon tried to steal my boat. I said, that ain't a boat, boy, that's my tail. He turned paper white and dropped his ale. I laughed so hard that the jukebox broke. Then the bartender sighed like, here we go. I got cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost my keys in another dimension. Boots too loud when I walked through the stars. Whole room froze when I stepped in the bar. Cosmic cowgirl problems. Gods in my DMs begging for attention. Hat tip low, blue horns on glow. I said, y'all too mortal, move too slow. My ex from a dead timeline still trying to call, but his whole universe don't exist at all. He said, baby, please, can we talk real quick? I said, boy, you're a myth and your Wi-Fi sick. I parked my dragon form outside the place. Took up 12 lanes and a chunk of space. Some dude said, ma'am, you can't park there. Now he sells merch that says I got scared. I spilled one drink, made a nebula stain. Now the floor got stars and the walls feel pain. Absol said, baby, keep it calm tonight. So I only bent gravity once in a fight. I got cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost my keys in another dimension. Boots too loud when I walked through the stars. Whole room froze when I stepped in the bar. Cosmic cowgirl problems. Guys in my DMs begging for attention. Hat tip low, blue horns on glow. I said, y'all too mortal, move too slow. I got a saddle on a comet in a bottle full of stardust. A pocket full of planets, I forgot about that breakfast. A halo tried to holler, but I told him better back up. My shadow got a shadow and a shadow got a black truck. I'm sassy with the static, got the fabric of the cosmos. Acting like a lasso when I'm dancing in my old boots. Kicking up a paradox, flirting with a time loop. Told a little war guy, baby hush, you in a cute mood. I ain't got drama, I got omens in my group chat. 3 dead kings and a goblin asking who's that. I'm pale like Gerber blue with the midnight blue attitude. Intricate, pretty, but petty when I have to move. Hat brim low with the sapphire horn gleam. Crop top, dragon scale, shimmer like a dream scene. Loose jeans, mean lean, black dust to swish. And whole saloon shook when the bass line hit different. I don't lose my temper, I misplace a constellation. Don't need validation from a short-lived civilization. I came for the party, not a prophecy citation. But the beat got dumped, so I blessed the whole location. I got cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost my keys in another dimension. Boots too loud when I walk through the stars. Whole room froze when I stepped in the bar. Cosmic cowgirl problems. Guys in my DMs begging for attention. Hat tip low, blue horns on glow. I said, y'all too mortal, move too slow.
So that was a fun video. Let's go ahead and go back and talk about things.
An Abyssal Studios production.
I feel like the added voice on the Abyssal Studio production is new. Now, I believe I was told who this is recently. I'm still learning them. Some new fable, okay. For growth. First off, I love the outfit Pygar with the chaps, and I think everybody really looking their role here. I love it.
I woke up late in a black hole bed with a supernova scarf wrapped around my head. My coffee was cold, so I heated it quick. Now there's 3 less moons and a planet got flipped.
What did you do to the coffee to destroy 3 moons? Did you set to... Did you, divide by 0?
I ain't say sorry, I just said my bad. Then I moonwalked out and my rhinestone chaps got a void in my purse and snacks in my coat. A drunk little demon tried to steal my boat. I said, that ain't a boat, boy, that's my tail. He turned paper white and dropped his ale. I laughed so hard that the jukebox broke. Then the bar bartender side like, here we go. I got cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost
I like this chorus here. It just flows really nice. I'm enjoying
my
it.
cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost my keys in another dimension. Boots too loud when I walked through the stars. Whole room froze when I stepped in the bar. Cosmic cowgirl problems. Gods in my DMs begging for attention. Hat tip low, blue horns on glow. I said, y'all too mortal, move too slow. My ex from a dead time like.
Don't ever get back with the ex. Just my opinion. I mean, you can disregard it, but there are acts for a reason. It's not gonna work out. History repeats itself. Just saying. Just saying.
I'm still trying to call, but his whole universe don't exist at all. He said, baby, please, can we talk real quick? I said, boy, you're a myth and your Wi-Fi sick. I parked my dragon form outside the place. Took up 12 lanes and a chunk of space. Some dude said, ma'am, you can't park there. Now he sells merch that says I got scared. I spilled one drink, made a nebula stain. Now the floor got stars and the walls feel pain. Absol said, baby, keep it.
You both look great in this. I love it. God, I love the outfit. That being said, I did not realize that the drummer is your youngest, so good to know that.
Tonight, so I only been gravity once in a fight. I got cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost my keys in another dimension. Boots too loud when I walk through the stars. Whole room froze when I stepped in the bar. Cosmic cowgirl problems. Gods in my DMs, baby.
You know, it kind of reminds me, apologize, I know this is slightly unrelated, but in this one show I enjoyed, there's literally a dragon that lives on the moon, and it lives on the moon because it struggles to hold this magical aura in for long periods of time, and when it lets out, the magical aura it releases is so strong that it kills life around it. But anyways, this dragon lives on the moon and it comes to visit through this magical door that appeared on the moon. And the magical door leads to a restaurant from our world. It's the show's called Restaurant to Another World. It's a great show. It's a cooking show, by the way. But it's cute. But it just reminded me of Power sleeping on the moon. And in that show, Dragon sleeps on the moon as well.
Cowgirl problems, guys in my DMs begging for attention. Hat tip low, blue horns on glow. I said, y'all too mortal, move too slow. I got a settle on a comet in a bottle full of stardust, a pocket full of planets. I forgot about that breakfast. A halo tried to holler, but I told him better back up. My shadow got a shadow, and a shadow got a black truck. I'm sassy with the static, got the fabric of the cosmos.
Speaking of comics, I am curious. I heard that they're trying to pass some changes regarding some of the EPA laws we have, because essentially the way the EPA laws were designed is hoping that they would people, any certain truck within a certain size would be taxed more for its gas usage, but we can't do it to all trucks, so we're going to exempt the big trucks. We'll end up happening. So like, well, in that case, let's get rid of all small trucks and just do big trucks. We'll make more money. And, yeah. And they're on track, so apparently they're going to try to do something to change that. And the goal is to allow small trucks, essentially allow the U.S. to make something similar to the K-truck. So I hope that goes through, but I heard about a while back ago, and I haven't heard anything since, so it might have gotten dropped by one of the parties of progress, who knows. But, right, so I like small trucks again. I don't need the current Ford F-150. I want something half that size.
Got a black truck. I'm sassy with the static, got the fabric of the cosmos. Acting like a lasso when I'm dancing in my old boots. Kicking up a paradox, flirting with a time loop. know the little war guy, baby, hush, you in a cute mood. I ain't got drama, I got omens in my group chat. 3 dead kings and a goblin asking who's that. I'm bad like Gerber Blue with the midnight blue attitude. And trippy pretty but petty when I have to move. Hat brim low with the sapphire horn gleam. Crop top, dragon scale, shimmer like a dream scene. Loose jeans, mean lean, black dust to swish. And whole saloon shook when the bass line hit different. I don't lose my...
I do like what we have going on here. I like that special plus we saw like kind of potion. Look how we changed it up a little bit. I really do like that. I love change ups. Anytime you go from here's the established style and then we're gonna change up the style, I always love that.
I misplaced a constellation. Don't need validation from a short-lived civilization. I came for the party, not a prophecy citation. But the beat got dumb, so I blessed the whole location. I got cosmic cowgirl.
Oops, I meant to hit pause there, so I hit something else. But this would be such a fun bar. I would love the neon, the holographics and everything. Yeah, just be a fun place. Definitely have to bet shots. Yeah, make it fun. Make a little game. If you lose, you take a shot. Or here, how about this? If you lose, you buy the other person a shot. That's what it is, yeah.
I got cosmic cowgirl problems. Lost my keys in another dimension. Boots too loud when I walk through the stars. Whole room froze when I stepped in the bar. Cosmic cowgirl problems. Gods in my DMs begging for attention. Hat tip low, blue horns on.
That being said, I do want to travel Asia one of these days. Try and save up for it, but this recent history has been a nightmare, but I won't talk about that right now. But I'm gonna try and save up so I can go visit. It's on my bucket list.
I said y'all too mortal, move too slow.
But yeah, one true lesson in life is never get back with the ex. I will say that always and forever. There was always a reason for it, for why it did not work out, and that reason is very unlikely to have ever changed. There's to start spend, they might be the best you feel like you know at the time, but that's not a good enough reason. Leave yourself open for the future fish. And the other thing I will say, and this is something my daddy told me, is be careful of what bait you use, because whatever bait you use, you'll attract that kind of fish. And I think it's a good lesson in life, for everything in life in general. So whether it's love, whatever, because it's for whatever you try and do, be careful of the bait you use. So, yeah, great song, Polygar. I liked it. It had a fun beat. I would love to drink to this song. Let's go ahead and give it a share. So there we go. All right, and if everybody could please hop in. Let's go ahead and give it a like. Again, show Powder Blue your support. Share your support with Absolute Black. Those two are Peace and Pod, and they're such a great couple. I love them so much. So, let's see here. I'm trying to go through this. Lately, I've been getting a few Angel Sword contests popping up in my recommendations. And so I am trying to save the Lyrian Sword for Lyrian Chronicles Angel Sword contest for another day, so I can do them together. That being said, we have, for example, and I'm just going to go ahead and name a couple of the ones I've noticed as an example. We have Highlander's submission. We have, let's see here, Kaji-san submission. We have, and this is, again, on my list of things to react to, we have Nightwave Fantasy submission. We have, I know there's more, just passing up, Music Satire submission. So again, Lil Reaper Genius submission. So again, we have, a fair number of songs that are Lyrian Chronicle focus that we are going to try and focus. But we're going to worry about that when we get closer to the contest. So, and that way you can all give support to all of them, or your favorite ones. That being said, let's go ahead and our next one is from someone who I have not reacted to before, called Skyebrows. They do show support for the Skyebrow community, so I'd like to give them some support as well. We'll see if we like their stuff or not. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do a recording of this. Hello, my name is Ovted Fatash, and we are reacting to Skyebrows. There are 4 lights AI music video. Without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, class, let's review what we should all know by now. How many lights do you see?
5. 5.
Very good.
In temples of glass, the self-righteous convene, rewriting our lives with a doctrine machine. Bow to the choir, though their message is blight. Question the signal and you're banished from sight. They whisper in binary, compliance is grace, and don't speak aloud about the pill's bitter taste. But my dissident pulse sings a counter refrain, a heartbeat untamed by the frequencies chain. There are 4 lights, don't tell me there's 5. They demonize
So I thought that was a good song. Let's go ahead and go back and talk about some of the things we see in this.
Okay, class. Let's review what we should all know by now. How many lights do you see?
5.
And something like this would be so infuriating to me. It's like, I mean, give me some justification. And we see this one character in the back. He's not brainwashed, let's say. And it's like, if he can prove it to me, maybe I'll agree. But the answer that they give is just do I say, listen. Or the other answer is like, well, you just have, you're not smart enough because you don't have a degree. It's like, one, if you have a degree, explain it anyway. I can understand, because right now, without any other information, she was just saying, trust me, bro. And that is not a way to explain anything.
5.
Very good.
In temples of glass, the self-righteous convene.
And one thing, and this was mentioned in the past, is just because you have a degree or some title established, doesn't always mean you're right. Even the smartest scientists in the world often do not mind being questioned because they are able to prove their point over and over again with data. And however, those who don't want to be questioned, usually they're the ones with something to hide. So it's been a common thing, in my opinion, of those who really trust their stuff like to be questioned. Also, if they are wrong on their methodology, if I'm a case where it doesn't work well, it's like, well, I need to take another look at this. I thought it was perfect. I thought what I knew was right. Because in the end, a lot of researchers and scientists, they want to find what is the truth. And they're trying to put numbers or whatever to the truth. So if something defies what they know, they want to know why, so they can come to the better understanding of what the truth is.
Rewriting our lives with a doctrine machine. Bow to the choir, though their message is blight. Question the signal and you're banished from sight.
A good example is like, one thing that goes on is like, let's say you have a doctorate degree in agriculture, for example. The place that they're getting their expert knowledge from is from people who do not have doctorates. Where they've learned that this is the way things work, and they might have experimented, tested, doing their own experiments with, and such. So they're learning from a lot of these people. Now, there are some people who can go into more and more detail, but there's also, as anyone will tell you, once you get a degree, if you try to go into the field without any kind of training, you'll fall way behind from people who've been in the industry for years without a degree. So it's really upset when they use the degree as, see, I'm right because I've gone to college. And that's one of the other things that they'll try to say. Just because they have a degree, they're smarter, which, again, is not true.
They whisper in binary, compliance is grace, and don't speak aloud about the pill's bitter taste. But my dissident pulse sings a counter refrain.
And sorry, this is one more thing about this. One thing I one time heard a person say on the internet is if you're so smart with your degree, why are you asking people who are dumber than you for money to pay for your degree? This was back on the loan forgiveness thing, because if you ask the government to forgive your loan, you're taxing everybody for that money. So, including the people without degrees. If anything, you're supposed to be one of the smarter ones. You should be able to pay for it yourself.
A heartbeat untamed by the frequencies chain. There are 4 lights, don't tell me there's 5. They demonize wonder and glorify lies. They say the hive mind.
And then, I've heard math is racist. Them calling whatever phobe is the flavor of the month is annoying. I've heard speech is genocide. I've heard silence is genocide. Yeah. And no singer say this all while sitting here throwing punches, tossing Molotov cocktails at people, trying to shine high power lasers into people's eyes. But that's not violence. That's mostly peaceful.
Only the outliers wrong, yet truth is a fire that burns ever long. The dragons of deceit now circle the spy. The cruel
And here we have a reference to the burning of LA, where there's some very shady things also happening. It's like, hey, they want to change this place to be used by for whatever reason, and they rejected it. All of a sudden, a fire happened. Water was drained from the area prior to, and then on top of that, now the place is burned out. Oh, we're gonna recategorize it, and here's a few dollars. You can live in some trailers that owned by the government. So one of the things that literally Smith Pratt is like, he's homeless. He does not own the place he sleeps at. The government owns that trailer. And all they did was give him a measly paycheck, and he still doesn't have the money to buy a house. Especially with the government negligence in fires. And like I said, the weird redistricting to what they originally wanted to be in the first place, and how that area happened to get caught fire. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what happened, but it doesn't look good.
The dragons of deceit now circle the spy. The cruel deconstruction.
Then we also have the fires in France, where that we also got the things going on in Ireland. We got the fires over in Japan, and with the European and the Japanese fires, unfortunately, it seems to all be planned at the same source, which is heavy immigration with disregard for the local customs. The whole thing about immigration is the immigrants for any country, need to assimilate to the country they're going to. So, as an example, like Japan does not do graveyards. They cremate everything. And some religions don't believe in that. So for those religions, honestly, they don't believe that. Well, you cannot assimilate. But if you say, hey, I understand that's what you do, then I'm going to do what they do, because that's the way the rules are. But you have to assimilate. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of hatred towards people of that community, even for the ones who have assimilated, because of the action of those who refuse to assimilate and are wanting to transform the country into their old country.
That stokes their desire to kneel to the fable, to swallow the creed. But the jester will count what the bishop won't see. There are 4 lights, don't tell me there's 5. They demonize wonder and glorify lies. They say the hive mind's holy, the outliers wrong.
And that being said, I will always be against destruction. So I always believe in trying to turn people with use of your words, but when you say believe me or else I'm going to destroy things, you will most likely lose me on your support.
Yet truth is a fire that burns ever long. Reality fractures when falsehood is law. A prison of silence still has walls after all. You're not my
speaking of the United Nations, I mean, for some of the things that went on over there is just, sometimes some of the things that's gone on over there is just ridiculous. And those who are not understanding what's going on, actually, sorry, not United Nations, NATO. Sorry. We are always going to stay in the United Nations for one reason specifically. We have the ability to trump. If we leave, we lose that ability and it's so much power. But with NATO, I will say, where we don't have the ability to trump, it's really frustrating when the U.S. is like, all right, we are the leader and doing this and that, whatever. But then they say, well, you're not doing enough, so therefore you deserve a penalty. And it's like, okay, if you feel that way, here's all the countries who've done less than us. Give them penalties as well. Well, we can't do that. And it's like, all right, so one good example is the Paris Climate Accord. As an example, the U.S. was reducing its emissions far more than any other country at the time. And yet other countries were increasing their emissions and they were not getting penalized, but we were getting penalized. And other countries that did have penalties, they were not paying up, yet we were paying up. So it was like this double standard that we had. On top of that, you have with one issue is like NATO with the military. A good example of NATO with the military is, I believe it was Syria, where NATO was supposed to go in and help out, or whatever, maybe it was UN or whatever, and they struggled to even get their forces over there, and when they did, it was so disorganized that they struggled to hold any kind of presence there. And the U.S. finally came in and said, all right, we're taking charge, you guys back off, because you guys aren't doing a single thing except for causing more issues with the left and not knowing what the right's doing. So one of the arguments that was being pushed is that, look, for rest of the countries, you need to step it up. You guys are not putting forth what you're supposed to be putting forth, and we are having to cover your slack. And if you guys don't do more, we're going to leave. And so they've been starting to push the idea that, hey, we're going to start leaving. And without us, we are the majority of the military force when everybody's supposed to be participating, and we're supposed to be maybe the largest portion, but not the majority. And so it's been definitely opening eyes. And on top of that, they've been gradually reducing the number of bases abroad from what I've been hearing. And essentially, on another note, is the U.S. is no longer being as large of a deterrent if another country wanted to attack them. Essentially, by the U.S. being in almost every country, one reason not to attack is destroying U.S. bases. And with that means U.S. gets involved. But with fewer bases in the area, it's like, all right, well, now you don't have our protection. So.
Crumble and die, for truth is like starlight in the caverns of time, and no cage can hold it, not even the sky. Count them again.
So again, that was Skyebrow, a great video. I liked it. There's a link on YouTube. Here's on Cake and Twitch. So Morgan King Warlord, you mentioned that before lights is reference to Star Trek. I don't understand the reference. I know the warp thing, but I don't see how it is what reference is playing. So please educate me on that. All right, so that was fun. I really did enjoy that. Let me make sure I mark it on my list. There it is. All right, so let's go ahead. We're at 10 o'clock. I need to take a little 5-minute break, so let's go ahead and take a little 5-minute break real fast. We'll be back around 10:10. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put a couple of my songs on for you to listen to in the background. So playlist, and then we're going to do Created by Ovted.
Morning light, I'm getting dressed. Poster on my wall of someone I respect. He makes it look easy, I don't know how, but I smile anyway and start my day now. Standing at the gate, everyone walks past, talking like they know where they're going fast. I find a seat alone, back of the class, watching others build things I can't grasp. Hit generate, the image breaks again. Wrong proportions, artifacts, another dead end. He's got a whole community by his side. I'm just me teaching myself nowhere to hide. I don't know if I'm good enough for this. Every win I get still feels like a miss, but I'm showing up even when it's hard, laying down my progress card by card. I'm not where I wanna be, not even close, but I'm further than I was, and that's what matters most. Then I see a video from years ago. He was just like me, figuring out the flow, rough around the edges, finding his way. He didn't start here, he built it day by day. So the poster stays, but not to chase his name. I'm writing my own story, not playing his game. I'm still learning, I'm still small, but I'm here and I'm giving it my all. I'm still learning, but I'm here. They tell me AI art should disappear. Say the world would be better if I weren't here. I never raised a hand, never meant them harm. I only shared the beauty that kept me warm. Their voices echo harsh across the wire. Every word another spark to the fire. So I grow smaller, quieter each day. learning which parts of myself to hide away. I only wanted to share what I see, the fragile colors inside of me, where my hands fail and my words fall apart. The machine reveals my hidden heart. I keep to silence, careful where I tread. Too many battles inside my head. I reach for voices and pull back in fear, wondering if I belong anywhere. I only wanted to share what I see, quite an honest sincerity, where I fall short and lose my way. The images speak what I cannot say. Then through the noise, a softer line, a door left open in the night, a place where no one turns away, where wounded voices choose to stay. Here I can breathe, here I can start. No shame from my uncertain heart. In the silence after the storm, I found a place that feels like home. So thank you for the shelter and the room to build, for the quiet refuge your kindness filled. In the house Skyebrows built, I stand, no longer alone, just one of many hands.
All right, I am back. I hope you're back too. Oh, thank you, Connie, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. I'm still getting used to my subscription sound. It always catches me off guard. Yes, Nicole, I think I do remember you doing a comment way back when. That was my very first video, 3 months ago. Yep, you left a comment. So I hope everyone is doing well. So we do have our next one, I believe. Yes, so the next one I want to do is Kura Onigarashi, song Painted Smiles. For those of you who don't know, I remember Kura Onigarashi made sure with the very first video I reacted to of his was the song Kura Onigarashi, and he said Kura Onigarashi many times to the point where I remembered Kura Onigarashi. So if you don't know Kura Onigarashi, you should watch the song Kura Onigarashi. It will help you remember his name, Kura Onigarashi. Here it is, Kura Onigarashi, in case you do want to watch Kura Onigarashi. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. I had to. Nothing but love. It is Kura Onigarashi. But let's watch the Paint Smiles video. I was really captivated by that picture right there. So, Kura Onigarashi, Painted Smiles. Oh wait, I gotta record this. So, as I was saying, first song I reacted to by Kura Onigarashi was the song Kura Onigarashi by Kura Onigarashi. It was done 3 months ago, so if you ever forget his name, Kura Onigarashi, you can watch Kura Onigarashi to remind you. So, without further ado, we're going to watch Kura Onigarashi's song Painted Smiles.
Whispers in the hollow halls, promises like fragile glass. Virtues worn as crowns, but they shatter when they pass. Lies drip from painted smiles, animosity in their veins. Heresy dressed in holy robes, dancing in the flames. I'm disappointed in the silence I remain. All the words they swore, washed away like summer rain. Hearts that claim the light, but feed the growing dark. Empty echoes of belief, tearing us apart. Disappointed, disillusion, dispossessed. Creatures on their pedestals, casting spells instead of stones. Animosity behind the veil, cold, broken, alone. Heresy in every step, virtues bent and broken wide. We reach for something real, but only shadows hide. I'm disappointed in the silence I remain. All the words they swore were washed away like summer rain. Hearts that claim the light, but feed the growing dark. Empty echoes of belief, tearing us apart. Disappointed, disillusion, dispossessed. Where did the truth go? Buried under pride. They wear the mask so well, but the mirror never lies. Disappointed.
So that was a good song. I want to go ahead and go back and talk about some of the things. If I am remembering correctly, Nanimo means nothing more. So let's go ahead and watch the song again. We're going to talk about some of the things I saw. There was a lot of imagery I really liked, that things that caught my attention. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Actually, starting off the right way, we got this beautiful sunset on this church, but the rain is coming into the church, which gives me the vibe of a broken church. I think this is also very good imagery. The painted or stained glass, painted glass is commonly associated with churches and such, and so with the shattering of us through the holy facade, we see ourselves behind the reflection, or who we really are. And that's one of the things I was talking about, is my reflection. Later on, that my reflection tells the truth.
Whispers in the hollow.
I will be honest, this kind of gave me a little bit of a vibe of... So, at first it gave me a vibe of the of the leader of the Jerusalem over in the movie Kingdom of Heaven, but also this tattered weaving always gives the like of a lookable holy wanderer. So sad.
False promises like fragile glass, virtues worn as crowns, but they shatter when they pass. Like
and here we are talking about this imagery of seeing here of what people use as why they are deserving of something. So a lot of times people just say that they have the more high ground because of their virtues and such. But at least what I'm getting from this is that the virtues that they use as a high ground is a very shaky foundation.
virtues worn as crowns, but they shatter when they pass. Lies drip from painted smiles.
Again, we're seeing a lot of that. This is who I am, but really we find out that it's not underneath. That's not who they are. The front facade versus the underlying vision of who they are.
In their veins, heresy dressed in holy robes, dancing in the flames. I'm disappointed in the silence I remain. All the words they swore washed away.
And again, that the things that we put such heavy weight on, I think it could be washed away by such a simple thing.
Like summer rain, hearts that claim the light, but feed the growing dark, empty echoes of belief, tearing us apart. Disappointed.
I like the animation used on the glitch effect. The shining the light versus the darkness. Again, I feel like a lot of this song is talking about the duality. And one thing that to me appears to be what's going on is the facade people show versus who they are underneath.
Disillusion.
And again, that blindingly bright heart versus the one being corrupted by what we could say tendrils of evil.
Disillusion. Dispossessed. Preachers on their pedestals, casting spells instead of stones. Animosity behind the veil, cold, broken, alone. Heresy in every step, virtues bent and broken. Why we reach for something real, but only shadows hide.
So again, we see a lot of the shadows try and reach out, try and grab the dark figures reaching out. And there is some, if I'm understanding correct, and I don't want to talk about this if it is, but there is some symbolic messages going on here regarding current events. I will be, after thinking about it for a while, I will be making a message on that against. So we will talk about that at a later date. So let's keep on moving on this. But I do like the symbolic of shadows reaching out, of what you believe to be showing the face of holiness having a shadowy underside.
Broken, why we reach for something real, but only shadows hide. I'm disappointed in the silence I remain. All the words they swore washed away like summer rain. Hearts that claim the light, but feed the growing dark. Empty echoes of belief, tearing us apart. Disappointed. Disillusion. Dispossessed. Where did the truth go? Buried under pride.
And a lot of times people and this is something that happens very common, is sometimes when people present things as fact, and they're so wanting to be on the side of right that when their facts are disputed and found to be incorrect, that they refuse to accept the truth and they rather win being wrong than accepting defeat to find the truth.
They wear the mask so well, but the mirror never lies. Disappointed. No anymore. Remain sane, sane, sane.
So again, that was Kura in the Garage. It's a great song. And like I said, he will never let me forget it with his song, which was my very first reaction to his videos. So I really did like Kura in the Garage. He's a fun person to react to. So I saw you joined us, Kura in the Garage. It's good to see you. I hope you like it. I will be posting this later. I did a recording of it so you can watch it in full. And I am curious if you can count how many times I said Kura Onigarashi in a recording. Well, I will go ahead and stop the recording now. But I was talking about how the very first video I watched was your song Kura Onigarashi, and I kept on repeating your name, mentioning your song. Yeah, I will be honest. Penny kind of inspired me, but I feel like I need to open up about a certain topic today. So I am going to, well, not today, but I am going to open up about my opinion on the situation, because that being said, I do understand I am in a crossroad between many people on both sides of something, and I know right now my mods are panicking. But it's okay. I will make sure I keep it civil, and I'm not going to attack anyone. But in the end, we are all here to have fun and enjoy our love for AI and our love for music. So that is what I'm going to try and push for. So with that being said, I would like to move on to our next song, which is by Torchwolf. Torchwolf has a song called Blazing Blue. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start up a recording. And that recording. Hello, my name is Ovted Fatash, and we are going to be reacting to Torchwolf's song Blazing Blue. So without further ado, let's get started. So that was a fun song. Funny thing is I'm actually practicing Japanese. Ano makane? Let me see you later. I know some supsa. That being said, yeah, it was like an anime intro. I do not know who this blazing blue character is. Is it a custom original character? Looks like it. With that, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things we like. Also, I love the set. I loved like little tiki houses or tiki bars, whatever. They're just so fun. So fun. So, and as Tom said, it's a vibe. I don't know what to say. Also, I love the shamisen. I think shamisens are great instruments. For those of you who don't know, shamisens are 3-stringed instruments that have a similar sound to banjos, but at high pitch. This is definitely a shamisen's sound. If you want to hear a good example of shamisen, there's a good anime called Those No White Notes that I highly recommend. It's a good anime. Also, I love the vibe of the people that we have going on here. It's not just people, but we have people in the background. So, we also have the memes. So again, I love the fancy vibe we got going on here. It's interesting because the close captions is trying to translate, but then like beach bar is going pitch bar. You know, maybe I should practice my Japanese with songs. I'm getting kind of trying to translate the lyrics. But I do like going back. That just looks like a really good beer. And this character, I like the design of the character. It's a real fun design, giving me a little bit of I'm trying to think of what gives me a vibe of I want to say mid-2010s feel to it. I like this up close shot. This is a beautiful shot here with the mountains in the background, the beautiful lighting we have going on. Definitely, if this was a reference image, definitely a great start of a reference. Also, word of advice, I don't care how strong you are or how good you are at martial arts, do not go in unarmed combat against someone with a sword. It is not a good idea. the odds are highly against you. Take care, Diabolical. As someone with soft feet, walking barefoot or running barefoot, unless if it's sand, and even sand sometimes I can't do. So
Darling,
So again, a fun song. I will say though, for me, I love hanging my feet off a pier into a lake. Something fun about that at night. But yeah, that being said, I wonder how tough are your feet? Are you one of those people who can walk on rocks or walk I can't walk through pie straw. It pokes me too much. I have soft feet. I can't do it. But yeah, so I'm curious, what would be you say is the toughest thing you can walk on? For me, I will say I can do bark, all right. I can do mulch, but pie straw is my probably absolute limit. I can do pie straw, but if it's rocks or gravel, no, I can't do it. So again, fun stuff. I really enjoyed that. So let's go ahead and do the next one. I'm going to do is let's see here. I'm going to save that one for later. So those are Angel Sword. I want to save that one for later. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a person who I have not reacted to before, but however, they do have a Skyebrow cameo. So we're going to react to a no-name song. A no-name artist called Legion Protocol. I have not reacted to a no-name artist before, but they have a pretty good following of stuff. So they've done a few different videos. So one of their videos even had 6,000 views. So that's really saying something. Then again, definitely have some big names in the ads on here, so that definitely always helps. But let's go ahead and watch this video, Legion Protocol. So let me pause the recording, because I never stopped it, and we're going to start a new recording. Oh, thank you. I forgot to share the last one. Thank you. That's horrible of me. So, thank you. And so yeah, since we all watched that video, please go over there, give it a like. So that way that they have the algorithm helping them out on that. So hello, my name is Ovted Fatash, and we are reacting to a no-name artist song, Legion Protocol. They got Skyebrows cameo, so I would like to give them some support and check them out. So without further ado, let's get started.
hits will leave you mesmerized. From troll to god, from glitch to light, I wear 1,000 avatars every night. No original self, just Cody tricks. Every prompt is a rebirth in the matrix. We are legion, system online. Shapeshift, rewrite, standing tall. I can be anyone, everyone, no one at all. What I create makes the system free fall. Legion, we are rising. Neon fire burning through my veins. I transform, I evolve, I break the chains. I can be anyone. Creation remains. No origin, we multiply forever. No final curtain, they fear the swarm. We are the storm. Legion, protocol activated.
All right, so that was a fun song. Listen, I like your style of music. The really strong chorus voice we have going on with the heavy distorted counteracting it really goes well. The light, the distortion editing for the scene transition. And same distortion as like a digital pixelation. Also, you have a real neat character design. I do like it.
Mirror fractures, no face looking back. Just raw data waiting for the hack. Flesh is temporary, code is eternal.
Alright, the reason why I paused it here is I've never seen Gorilla without Philip. So I'm wondering where Philip is. You know what would be cool? So I'm also thinking that this must be a reference to someone else. But if it was Philip, what would be great? Philip and the Harambe is it would be really great if Philip rode the gorilla like Diana rides in Pragmata.
Every new skin is a digital kernel. Old identity deleted, no longer me.
Oh, you know what? Someone did mention Ether as a gorilla. I just don't see them so as much as I'd like to, so I always miss them. I apologize about that.
Watch me override what I used to be.
Yeah, it's definitely not Harambe because that one's a black gorilla. Yes, sir, it's a brown gorilla.
System online, shapeshift, rewrite.
And those of you who know me know I am a very pro AI person, and I will gladly fight against any anti-AI people and try to encourage them with fighting their idea instead of, I will not resort to name calling. I will just say her try to explain the idea, educate them. If that doesn't work, maybe using something like symbolism and metaphors might help out. But there's some people who do not want to hear the opposing argument. They just want to call others evil for that moral high ground. And we have a lot of fun cameos going on here. I like the kind of art style we got going on. It's almost like a, honestly, I can't think of any art style similar to, but I like it.
Grid we synchronize, the signal hits will leave you mesmerized. From troll to god, from glitch to light, I wear 1,000 avatars every night. No original self, just Cody tricks. Every prompt is a rebirth in the matrix. We are legion, system online. Shapeshift, rewrite, standing tall. I can be anyone, everyone, no one at all. What I create makes the system free fall. Legion, we are rising. Neon fire burning through my veins.
Another thing I would like to mention about AI is, I remember when the store 2 ended, the people like, oh, see, our efforts are paying off. AI's going to end and all this stuff. Just AI has, anyone who's focused on those is going to go through kind of like what the .com bubble went through, which is there's going to be everybody and anybody and everybody's going to try to dive into getting their heart into it. And you're going to have some good people, some good companies rise up, some that go overinvest without doing proper research and the wrong things, with poor scaling models and everything. And you have some people who are just like, hey, I'll just kind of sneak in and hopefully people buy my stuff. And so you're going to have, right now, it's a big competition where you're going to have here happen very soon, is you're going to have a lot of these AIs slowly start trickling off and dying off, and then others taking their place. But what that's going to end up doing is the market's going to get more competitive, and as it gets more refined and more efficient, you're going to see it develop a lot more. That being said, AI is still in its infancy. Comparing a good example is if you compare 2 years ago, what we had 2 years ago was like the original Will Smith eating pasta video. If you remember how bad that was, and that was considered the best at the time. And now look at what we have here now. Oh, eating pasta, that's not that hard to do. It's going to get easier. It's going to get better. It's going to get more refined. And even looking back 3 or 4 months ago, the amount of change is extreme. And I seriously think it's going to have exponential growth. The one thing that we have going on right now is a lot of corporations are starting to push into AI. We have a lot of data centers being opened up. And what's going to happen is, while that's happening, we're going to reach the hardware cap, and then we're going to start seeing software efficiency increase. And then that's when software efficiency starts increasing, we are going to see a lot more where the homebrew can do a lot more with it as well.
I transform, I evolve, I break the chains, I can be anyone. Creation remains.
I'm trying to think of who this character is. I don't think I've ever seen this character before, so I am curious. Same with these twins. That being said, yeah, the other thing that's having an issue right now is corporations and CEOs are getting a hold of AI, and the issue is they're treating it like, for example, saying, "Hey, you know how to do YouTube, right? Make a viral video, go do the thing," and they'll understand that you can have things that happen as a tool, but there's some things outside of your control. And AI is just a tool. It's not going to be the solution. You can't just make it force things to happen. AI is going to get better. It's going to get more user-friendly, but it will never be a replacement for an actual quality thing. Now, what you could do, say, is based on this or that to keep on doing a certain thing. A good example of something like that would be, say, hey, check the top 50 trends on YouTube and make a video for each trend based on what's popular. And they could do something like that, and that will happen. But that's the stuff that I think everybody in the AI field hates. Because right now we're dealing with a lot of that, where it's just like, here's a whole bunch of just fake videos, just especially the fake, oh, here's a current event happening. Look, this thing happened. It's like, no, that never happened. It's just a fake video. And people were blaming AI for it, but it wasn't just AI. For example, I remember seeing here, they're showing a firefight that was happening, and what it was a rain shootout thing where a whole bunch of people come up for a day and they all shoot at the range together at night. And people and news agencies were advertising as this is a battle that was happening. It's like, so the fake content will always be there. It's just AI makes it a little bit easier for them to make it. But the truth is regardless if it's AI or not, you need to check your sources. But just because people do bad things for AI does not mean we should ban it, because people are going to do the bad things anyways. It's them just choosing the easiest tool to do it with. So what? And speaking of another thing that makes me laugh is, recently there was a law passed where they want all 3D printers to have AI to determine if what it is printing is something illegal or not. And the thing is AI, it can't do that without, well, here's the only way you can make that happen is make the printer talk to the government, have AI look at and determine if it is or not. And you'll also have so many false flags by doing that. It also is just extremely predatory, saying, hey, you have to get government permission to print anything. And it's just really weird, real disturbing in my eye. And like I said, as we see with AI, with internet moderation using AI, we know how that's going to end up going. It's going to say it. Hey, here's 10 million people who are all breaking the law. You need to arrest them all.
And we multiply forever, no final curtain. They fear the swarm. We are the storm. Legion protocol activated.
But I do like that transformation of everybody taking on his color scheme and style. So again, great video and no name artist. Here's the link for everybody. Here it's it for YouTube. If you could oh wow, I got 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Dark Phoenix. I apologize. It did not pop up on my notification, or if it did, I missed it. So thank you, Dark Phoenix, for the 5 gifted subs. On Cake, for those who've got subscriptions, are Rain Tyrannus, P-Vox, Warrior King Warlord, Lil Reaper, and Big Papa Pedro. Again, thank you for the subscriptions on Cake. I really appreciate it. I apologize, I did not notice it sooner. I am still getting I thought I had it set up for Cake to ding at me, but apparently I did not. So thank you for that. But yeah. So again, thank you, everybody. That being said, we have reached the 11 o'clock moment. As usual, everyone is invited to join me in Discord. So if you'd like to join me at Discord, I'm posting the link below there is YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. So feel free to join me. I'll be hanging out for another hour on Discord, and we can chat, hang out, have a good time. That being said, we are going to go ahead and raid some people the best we can. And actually, we're all going to hit the same person up. So, for those of you on YouTube side, let's go and hit Mr. Oh, it says he isn't streaming. Did he maybe just end it? I just need to refresh my page. Let's see. So, he's not streaming on YouTube, which is odd, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and I think we're going to do /host. And I apparently do not know how to do hosting right. Am I supposed to do, nope. Well, you know what? For the schedule link, that's the way we're going to do it. So, over on Cake, let's hit up P-Vox. Over on Cake. On Twitch, we're going to do a raid. P-Vox. And then over on YouTube, I will share it. Like I say, P-Vox, there. Oh, okay. YouTube's being silly. So here he is on YouTube. So let's all give him a visit. So again, thank you everybody for stopping by, and I will see you later. So take care and bye-bye.